Hey, we're going to talk about shoulders because working on neck has been really good, but I bet dollars to donuts that you feel shoulder stuff when you're working your neck. And the reason is that necks and shoulders, particularly that scapula, the shoulder blade, have a lot of interconnections. So there's not really two separate things. Conceptually, two separate things, functionally, not really. And I suppose arguably the whole human is functionally one unit, but these are super interrelated. So what we're going to do is talk about how to make them not hurt anymore. Tools are helpful here. Ball. Tennis ball works. Again, I use the yoga tune-up balls because I like them because they got a little bit of squish and they're a little bit grippy. Great if you get on your flesh, they're a bit grippy, and I like to have them be a bit grippy because sometimes you want them to grab on your skin. So we're going to deal with that yucky spot that like everybody has in between your shoulder blade and the spine. You get yourself on the ball and get the ball right on the edge, like not on the shoulder blade, but on the edge of the shoulder blade, that spot between. And so it's kind of driving up again here at the edge of the shoulder blade, and you're going to move your arm across your body. And as you move your arm across your body, make sure the pressure, you're driving your body this way on the ball so that it stays pinned to the edge of that shoulder blade. It's not like it's going to be wrong if you don't do it, but it really, really gets into that gnarly spot. And then you just start rocking around a little bit. Move your arm, find the spot that is really bothersome, and we'll massage it out. Because let's face it, this is not one of those spots you can reach and rub out on your own with your own hands. You need a tool. Next up, often people ask about trying to get into that and beyond sort of the pinch and rotating of your head, getting into more into supraspinatus, which is a little bit, I'm turning like you can see this. It's a little bit below the trap. It's right along the top of the edge of the scapula, the spine, the scapula, supraspinatus. Take your ball. I need door frame because you need to get your head past your shoulder. You're going to put the ball in the door frame and lean in and roll. And it's going to be exceptionally difficult to see because I am self-filming this and I don't have enough hands. But get in there, get it as low as you can, and kind of driving your weight with your foot to the ball. And you can also move that arm a little bit. See if that helps. Always add movement where you can. Even when you're doing a massage with the ball, you'll find that you get better results. We're going to get into the shoulder proper, the glenohumeral joint, as it's formally called, not formerly. It's not like Prince. It's still called that, just most people call it shoulder. Recognizing that this is your shoulder too. Most of the time I think people are like, my shoulders hurt, and they're really talking about that trapezius rhomboid area and not really considering the effect that the pec has. And particularly if you are, I don't know, a human, your pecs are very likely going to be short because you work this way. You are internally rotated. That is what they do. And we are all somewhat internally rotated all day. They're big muscles. We tend to be internally rotated. You need to get this way. You need to work on this. If you come and say your shoulders hurt, I don't care if it hurts back here. You are also getting work here. And you can do it at home. So, pec connects along the clavicle. Get your fingers right on the bone, on the clavicular attachment, and start to move. You can rotate it. So remember that pec internally rotates, so Come all the way into external rotation, lengthen it. Bringing your back, bringing your arm back behind you, almost behind the plane of your body. Rotating all along. And you find absolutely yucky spots and you hang out there. Because that's what everybody likes to do, is hang out in the yucky spots, right? I mean, didn't we do that in our 20s? Find the worst bar possible and let's go drink there. Okay. Pec also attaches to the sternum. So you're going to come into the sternal attachments right along where the ribs come into that nice thick bone. Same thing. Moving your arm, rotating. There's no right way to do this. Move it around and find this hot. Find the spot and the angle that feels the worst. And that's the way you should probably do it, even though that's not really where your inclination is. Alternatively, you could also do this with a ball. You will need a block or thick thing of some variety. A ball. Once again, yoga tune-up ball. Put the ball on the block and you get your body in there and just really, and it's just to elevate it because it's a little ball. So you can kind of see, I mean, I like this one because it squishes a little bit and you can really get it up along the edge of the bones. You can work into the edge of your deltoid. That feels pretty good too. Now, if you have a huge ball, huge, relatively speaking, bigger, then you don't need a block. But because this is roughly tennis ball shaped, if you don't really feel like, purchasing yoga tune-up balls, you don't need to. Go get a tennis ball or your dog's ball, wipe the slobber off. So this is also effective. I don't like it as much because it's not as specific as the little ball, but it's better than not working on your soft tissue at all.